Hello, everyone. My name is Justin Scott. I am from Atlanta, Georgia. I currently live in a small city south of Atlanta called Griffin, Georgia. Um, and today I would like to present my plan on making our environment safe, um, not just for us, but for our future generations from time to time to come. Um, the main thing of making any environment safe is being knowledgeable. You must you must have knowledge to know what's going on in your community. You must know what's the ins and out, the products, different things that going through your community is very important. Wildlife, um, understanding that the importance of wildlife and agriculture and being able to understand what it takes to make these things keep going for generations and generations to come. Um, like I said, there are some key points that I'd like to point out. Start my plan. First thing was um, like I said, education is the first. It's the first thing. Um, Being able to pay attention to different labels in your household products. For example, I have this Clorox bleach. You can usually find a label on the back which will tell you the ingredients, the chemicals, the hazardous things that put that it puts out. Um, like I said, some products are very harmful for the environment. It's harmful for some humans uh, to take part of. Um, so you must be, it's really good to understand what type of products that you have in your household and around your environment. Um, my first plan for that would open up an uh, organic store that provides organic food, organic chemical products, uh, 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 organic hygiene products. Um, it's always good to go. Always good to go organic. I believe providing these organic products will help our community so much greatly. Like I said, I live in a small town south of Atlanta. Um, like I said, we have a lot of agriculture, wildlife. Like I said, I just seen a deer outside of my door just maybe an hour ago. Um, so those type of things we want to protect um, and keep safe. And that's one of my things I would do for my plan is open up organic stores around my community. um, give people a chance to live safely. Like in my community, you really only have two stores to go to, and none of them sell organic products. Well, not that many organic products. Um, um, we must be able to, grow our own food. That's one of my plans. Um, helping your neighbor, helping people, set up their own gardens, provide their own fruits and vegetables, um, so you know where your substance come from. This will help cut down on buying things that has chemicals in it, has harmful things in it that we give to our kids every day. Um, it will give us a more natural aspect for our environment. Another thing I would like to approve on were the water source. I always think you should be wise with the water. Um, I believe in my community, in this plan that I have, there will be no bottled water. Uh, I believe plastic water bottles are very dangerous for the environment. I would have a water source that helps with that provide water that will help a recycle program that will help, you know, clean up the plastic and have another option rather than water bottles. People are so afraid to drink tap water. Tap water is actually the most uh, clean water you can drink. It's crazy to say that, but yeah, it's one of the clean waters you can drink. Like I said, it has been tested. Uh, except for the Flint, Michigan situation. A lot of these communities have clean water. Bottled water really it really damaged the community. It really damaged the environment. Like I said, we're not the only ones living on this earth. We're not the only ones living in this community. So we must be able to uh, be cautious of what we put in our trash. Be cautious of what we use. And I believe water bottles are one of the things that I would completely cut out in my plan, and 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 just have a water service. Have a water service that will provide water if you would like water for your household or your family. Uh, Another thing I would like to touch on is vote. Everyone in my community should be voting. Uh, my plan, I will have that as a requirement. As a requirement to live in my community, you must vote. We will have uh, uh, many things you can vote on. You can have whole town meetings, whole community meetings, which we will vote on certain things that we believe is safe for our community, safe for our kids, safe for our future generations. Um, I just believe that voting is very important. That's one thing that will be completely um, a must in this plan. Um, like I said, you know, that's one thing we will also vote on, like the water bottle situation. I just believe that should be cut out, and that's one thing we can all vote on. You know, uh, Another thing I'd like to touch on in my plan is I hate to say this, but I just believe it. This is my own beliefs. I believe there should be a limitations on. Hate to say this. Hate to say this, but it should be a limitation on size of your family. Um, it's no secret. Our society is very overpopulated. People having kids like crazy. 10, 12, 13 kids. I'm not telling you what to do with your body. I'm telling you how many kids you should have. But I believe if you don't have the resources to take care of them or the resources to, to help provide a safer environment for them, I really don't believe you should be having that many kids. I hate to say, but I'm just being honest. The only way to stop this epidemic is to stop this rapid pace of our environment from being ruined is population control. Um, I'm not saying go completely crazy like Thanos and cut half the population. No, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that we just need to be more cautious of how we create in our families. Make sure we have the ability to to uh, provide a separate environment if we decide to have a large family. Uh, yeah. Let's see. Other things I like to touch on. I just believe transportation is important. I will provide a safe transportation system which will help with our environment, which will provide a safe way for our environment for people to get to work into different, health appointments, health providers, different situations that they need to get to. Everyone know buses and trains are, polluting the world every day. Like I said, for example, fossil fuel is one of the good providers that one of fossil fuel is one of the good things that we can use to fuel, such things as buses and cars and trains and things like that. Safer way. Um, I just think that will help keep everything environmentally safe. My plan is to have this transportation system around the whole community. So if you let's just say if you need to get to point A to point B, it would be no problem. Just call a phone number and boom, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, someone should be there in a safe vehicle, which I believe I can create a safe transportation system that can get you to point A to point B. Um, um, Another thing I like to touch on. Um, let's see here. Just provide. I would just want to provide a safe environment. You know, have people in my environment, have people in my community understand the importance of climate change and understand that things that we use in our everyday life can affect our tomorrow and our kids tomorrow. Um, I just think some people are very ignorant and very narrow-minded, and I just believe people like that. I mean, should be living somewhere on a rock, somewhere underneath a rock or somewhere, not in a community where you got kids who's trying to, you got families who's trying to live safely. Um, my economy, I will set up a plan for my economy to be very diverse. Um, the economy should be, in my plan, should be diverse. Should be. I would set up a program that will, help future business owners, small business owners, um, flourish their product, which has to be organic uh, in this community. Um, People, there's nothing wrong with organic. People are doing it every day. Um, I just think that it's a great route to go. Um, Housing and environment. I will put in a project where all housing or buildings or new houses must be environmentally safe. Which I say environmentally safe. The product used to build the house should be unharmful for the environment. Like I said, uh, it, um, construction is fast paced and it's going on every day. And the chemicals and the things that these companies are using for these houses in these communities are very harmful uh, for the wildlife and our natural resources. So that's one thing I will also put in my plan. Uh, I had a chart, but I guess it didn't really. I couldn't get it to save, or I couldn't get it to come up on my computer. But it was basically showing the things that these these companies are using for these projects, these buildings, these houses that are very harmful for animals and the natural resources around us in our community. So um, my main focus is to change that. Also, um, let's see, another thing um, I will put into play is provide laws. Yeah, there will be strict laws in my community that will, be environmentally safe to help our environment. Because I believe there's not a lot of laws that helps with our natural resources. And I think in my community that I will put in my plan is to put in place these laws, and consequences for breaking these laws would be very severe. Um, you'd be paying some money. Um, if you continually do it, you could be facing time in prison, um, or jail. Either one, it's both the same. But like I said, I believe this would be, a great fit uh, for my community. And like I said, I actually, am really thinking about taking this to, my city hall and seeing, if anything like this could be put in place. But thank you for your time. I appreciate it. And thank you guys. All right.